Hello and welcome back to our lesson on Laplace transform. In our previous class, we obtained the Laplace transform for 1 and the Laplace transform of a constant k. So in this lesson, we are asked to find the Laplace transform of exponential minus kt and exponential kt. So this is the question. So how do we find the Laplace transform of this function e raised to the power of negative kt? First of all, you must know the definition of the Laplace transform. So we say that the Laplace transform of a function f of t, the Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral. The Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t dt. Yes. So the Laplace transform of a function f of t, which is this, is defined by this integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st. And for this integral to converge, s must be what? Greater than what? 0, and t must be greater or equal to what? 0. Alright, so let's go straight to the point. So from here we say this is the Laplace transform of exponential negative kt of the integral 0 to infinity exponential negative st multiplied by exponential. Wherever we see f of t, we put this minus kt dt. Now what's the next step to take? The next step is to use the multiplication law of indices. So we say if we have a to power n times a to power n, that since the bases are the same, we take them one of the base and add the powers. So from here, since they are the same, let's multiply one of them, then we add this man. So this implies that the integral from 0 to infinity exponential. Now there's a minus sign here. If we are adding this, it becomes plus times minus, which gives us minus. So this is minus st minus kt, then dt. Alright, so what do we do next from here? Clearly, you can see a negative sign here. Let's factorize this. Let's factorize this. If we have negative st, negative kt, if we factorize out negative and t, that is negative t outside, we have that this is negative s plus k, then t outside, because negative times s gives us negative s, or negative t times s gives us negative st, negative t times k gives us negative kt. Alright, so from here, if we factorize that, we'll have that this is the integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative s plus k multiplied by t, then dt. Alright, so it's time to integrate. If we integrate this from normal integration, because from normal integration, if we have exponential raised to the power of negative 3x, if we want to integrate this, we will integrate this, then divide by this man, negative 3. Alright, so to integrate this now, how do we integrate it? We have that this is exponential negative x plus k multiplied by t, then divide by this man all over negative s plus k. Then you put your lower boundary and the upper boundary. Now the next thing to do is to bring out minus into bracket s plus k. Is to bring out minus into bracket s plus k outside. So if that happens, we have that this is minus 1 all over s plus k into bracket exponential negative s plus k multiplied by t. Then you put your lower and your upper boundary. So now the next step is to subtract the lower boundary from the upper boundary. So this becomes minus 1 all over s plus k into bracket exponential negative s plus k. Wherever we see t, in this place here, we fix in the upper boundary. All right, so wherever we see t here, we fix in the upper boundary. So this is exponential negative s plus k. We put infinity. So we first put the upper boundary into bracket minus exponential negative x plus k. Then we put our lower boundary, which is 0. Okay, so from here we have factor out 1 all over s plus k out. So we are fixing the upper boundary and what? The lower boundary. So let's proceed from here. So this is minus 1 all over s plus k exponential x minus into bracket s plus k multiplied by infinity gives us negative infinity minus exponential minus into bracket s plus k multiplied by 0 gives us 0. All right. So from here, this implies that this is minus 1 all over s plus k into bracket exponential raised to the power of infinity gives us 0 minus now anything raised to the power of 0 except 0 is 1. All right, so from here, let's go. Minus 1 all over s plus k into bracket 0 minus 1 gives us negative 1. So this implies that minus 1 all over s plus k multiplied by minus 1 gives us 1 all over s plus k. And clearly, we have found the Laplace transform for the first function, which is 1 all over s plus k. And for this integral to exist, remember that s plus k must be greater than 0. That is, s must be greater than negative what? K, given that t is greater or equal to what? 0. All right, let's see the next function. Okay, this is the next function. We are asked to find the Laplace transform of exponential kt. The other one was exponential negative kt. So let's see the difference. So we say that the Laplace transform of this function f of t is defined by this integral. The Laplace transform of the function f of t is defined by the integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t and dt. All right, so we say that for this integral to exist, to converge, s must be greater than 0, given that t is also greater or equal to 0. So from here, what do? We say that this is the Laplace transform of exponential kt, because we have f of t there, which is the integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st multiplied by f of t is what? Exponential kt, then dt. So what do we do from here? We have that this is the integral from 0 to infinity. Since they are multiplying and the bases are the same from indices, we know that a to power n times a to power n. This equals a to power n plus n. Because they are multiplying, we can add the powers. So clearly, this is exponential negative st plus kt, then dt. So what next? Clearly, we can factorize this. If we factorize this, we will have that minus st plus kt. If we factorize this, that is negative t outside, we'll have that this is negative into bracket s minus k multiplied by t. Yes, because minus t multiplied by s gives us minus st, minus t multiplied by minus k gives us positive kt. So let's factorize that. If we do that, we'll have that this is the integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative x minus k multiplied by t dt. All right, so let's proceed. So from here, clearly, what are we saying? If we integrate this, the next step is to integrate. If we integrate this, we'll have that exponential negative s, or negative out, negative is out here, k multiplied by t. If we integrate this, we divide by this man, minus s minus k. Then we put our lower and the upper boundary. So from normal integration, if we integrate exponential 3t, you divide by 3. That's how it works. Clearly, what can we see? We can bring out this man outside. So this is minus 1 all over s minus k. All right. Minus 1 all over s minus k into brackets exponential negative s minus k multiplied by what? T, the lower and the upper boundary. So that's the next step. The next step now is to subtract the lower boundary from the upper boundary. And what do we have? Minus 1 all over s minus k into brackets. Let's use this. Into brackets exponential negative s minus k. Wherever we see t, we put the upper minus the lower boundary minus s minus k. Wherever we see t, we put what? 0. And that's all. So let's go ahead and simplify. Minus 1 all over s minus k into brackets. This is exponential. The whole of this here minus into bracket s minus k multiplied by infinity gives us negative infinity minus exponential 0, because the whole of this multiplied by 0 gives us 0. All right, so let's see what we can do next. This is minus 1 all over s minus k into brackets exponential raised to the power of negative infinity is 0 minus anything raised to the power of 0 is 1 except 0. So that's that. So from here, this implies that minus 1 all over s minus k, 0 minus 1 gives us negative 1. Then we can simplify. Minus 1 all over s minus k multiplied by 1 gives us 1 all over s minus k. So therefore, we can say the Laplace transform of the function exponential kt equals what? 1 all over s minus k. And for this to exist, we know that s minus k is greater than 0, so that s is greater than k. And this is 1 all over s minus k. And this is the right answer. And this is how to prove elementary Laplace transform. All right. And do well to subscribe to this channel for more series of engineering, mathematics. And don't forget to give the channel a like thumb to support the channel. See you in my next video.